does that, but you were talking about those, one of the things I was asking on the side is that, I said before, action musical, and the sequences when he's fighting Patel, again, that could almost be like a color version of Wendy, or Sweet Charity, or more specifically, Cabaret.
Yeah, no, actually, Sweet Charity was like a reference point, because, you know, yeah, it was actually, because I think Bob Fosse, was probably one of the first people, along with Easy Rider, but Sweet Charity, I think, is one of the first movies that uses kind of like sort of dance flair. And Bob Fosse would kind of, you know, like in Sweet Charity and Cabaret, like, uses dance flair a lot, and yeah, no, that was definitely his kind of, the idea of the fight sequences is to make them like musical set pieces, because A, it's anime, and it's very choreographed and stylized, and it's not kind of brutal and realistic, it's kind of like they're dancing. And what was interesting was that a lot of the Hong Kong films, especially the sort of 80s, you know, became kind of very sort of like flamboyant and musical, and certainly Jackie Chan kind of was, you know, like Jackie's into that. You know, Jackie Chan is like the sort of action cinema's Gene Kelly, and it was kind of trying to get back to that kind of sense of fun, but we weren't trying to do like, you know, Bourne style kind of like fisticuffs. It was much more flamboyant.
But also the Jackie Chan thing, since it was comedy, he was always been defensive.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That was the big thing that me and Michael talked about, is that Scott Pilgrim very rarely within the fight scenes is the aggressor. And the most amazing thing about Jackie Chan is that all martial arts stars have kind of a signature move, and you know, even Bruce Lee's move is to kind of go like that. But Jackie Chan's signature move is on the defensive.
It's all from Chan?
Yeah, he's all like sort of blocking and down on his knees, and that's Jackie Chan's signature move is actually like on the defense. So definitely, and Brad Allen, who was the stunt coordinator, and Kang Shan, who was a choreographer, both worked with Jackie, and you know, so we certainly tried to kind of have that spirit within, you know, the puppeteering bit and the nightclub scene and the bit of the skateboarders.
Yeah, that thing where she's basically holding him as he's fighting Roxy is almost right out of Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's actually, it is in one of the, it's actually Brian's original idea, like, it's in one of the, it's not in the books, but it's in the free comic. There's a scene where, like, Ramona comes to the Scott. But then there is that, there's a great Jackie Chan kind of, I think it's Project A2, where they're handcuffed together. Look at us, how we're Jackie Chan.
I don't think there's a couple. Yeah. But I wonder how you're going to be talking about these expressive actors and how you cast people. What did you decide? I mean, how soon did Michael Cera do it?
Michael Cera and Mary were both kind of involved at least 2 years before we started filming. And Michael, you know, when we first started writing the script, the rest of the development was still on, and you know, we really felt like that. You know, I felt like he was like the perfect sort of person to be in film, but he was too young, and you know, as it turned out, the development was really long. I went off to make Hot Fuzz, and then, you know, Michael started to become the right age. So, you know, but I really felt like, you know, I know there was some kind of controversy with some people with his passing initially, but I really felt it was really important to kind of, I think sort of people kind of just thought that he wouldn't be able to pull off the kind of the physical side of it, or maybe the big kind of mango expression stuff. And in a weird way, like when I was working with it, I started to read the comics in Brian O'Malley's voice, because getting to know Brian, who could be the, you know, the most super laid-back Canadian dude, that I, you know, started to kind of feel that that's what it should sound like. And so I kind of took my cue of the tone of it for Brian. And I also felt that like you had to have somebody like Michael, who wasn't known for being kind of like overtly physical, that it would have to be a surprise and fun to see them in the middle of pitch black. And somebody who was more, you knew as being more outwardly physical confident. It wasn't physically confident. It wasn't going to be as much fun watching them, you know, kick ass. So for me, like I think he